Someone help!
These are human lives! That says wrong! They have families, children! They're our friends and we're watching them!
Not subscribe.
Card Kaizoku.
This video is brought to you by Nengarden. To celebrate their 1-year anniversary, they're thanking fans with a huge sale. Plus, you can use code CARDKAIZOKU at checkout for an extra 5% off your order. This video is brought to you by Adakai TCG. Shop the latest in premium holographic textured custom One Piece cards. Designed for collectors, crafted to stand out. Use code CARDKAIZOKU for 15% off your next order. This video is sponsored by gungum.gg. See Western OP11 list and Eastern OP12 list on gungum.gg. Updated daily. Be the first to see decks for new leaders as they emerge. With over 1,000 deck lists per set, gumgum.gg has all the top strategies as soon as they drop. This video is sponsored by Card Market, Europe's largest online marketplace for trading card games. Alright, I stayed up late at night to get my deck builder caught up with all the EB03 spoilers so far. I even made some like custom proxies for this too. So yeah, I'm just going to be getting caught up with them, reading some of these for the first time so you guys can check it out with me. Maybe we'll get some really cool first impressions, or maybe we'll kind of get a gist on what to build in EB03. And I believe the theme of the set is One Piece heroine, so it's all female characters it looks like. I'm not going to touch this one with the 10-foot pole. This is not the time and place for it. This is just a spoilers video, so I'm not going to mention anything. But yeah, let's just take a look at the cards from red to yellow. So we have one leader revealed. I'm assuming the other leaders are going to be like Nami, Robin, Boa, and then I think that's it. Because so interestingly enough, there's this weird product that they're gonna sell. Oh, Uta. I don't know how true this is. This could just be a rumor, but they're gonna sell like a milk carton with booster packs in it. Kind of a weird set to start doing milk cartons with an all-female kind of set here. But yeah, what does Vivi do? So once per turn, if your character with a base cost of 4 or more would be KO'd, you can trash a card from your hand instead. Ooh, built-in evasion in a red and blue leader. Huh? That's kind of like Black's thing, right? It makes sense for like, oh whatever, I'll just read the rest of the effect. So activate main, you can rest this leader. Give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power during this turn. Then up to one of your characters without a when attacking effect gains rush during this turn. Huh. So it's kind of like the old Vivi, right? It's like rush identity. This one here. This one you pay 2 Don and you can draw a card and give a character rush. This one kind of gets it for free, but restricted to characters without a when attacking. That's weird. Without a when attacking means like any card, right? So like on plays, this could get rush, this could get rush. Wait, there's a cost restriction? No. Yeah, this can get rush. Wait, doesn't that sound really good? And unlike this Vivi, this one can attack. So not only do you get a rush character, but your leader can attack for 5k too. That's a lot of pressure. Wait, that already inherently sounds pretty good, doesn't it? This is kind of the opposite of the Sanji from PRB? The Sanji here gives rush to anything without an on play. That one gives rush to anything without a when attacking, right? So they kind of cover each other's bases here. This is an activate main though. What was the Vivi? Was it also activate main? Oh yeah, it is. Oh, you have to rest a leader. Okay, so if you give something rush, this leader can't attack. So I misspoke earlier. But that's still pretty good. Like, you get access to on plays in it, it can attack after. Some good cards that I can think of right off the bat would be like Ben Beckman is always a nice choice. You pop a 6k power and then he can attack for 7k after. In that same vein, Rayleigh, right? He can debuff something that you can attack into for 8k right away. Wasn't there like a PRB02 Law that would be good here? Oh, he has a when attacking though. Never mind. Who else has a good on play? Boa Hancock. Since we're red-blue, we have access to something that can freeze a character and then swing 8k into something else. Of course, like there's like this OP06 Shanks that just pops anything on play and then he can attack afterwards. What else would be good? Well, since we're blue, I think Marco would be good, right? You swing with him right away, 4 cost 6k rush, and then when he dies, you draw 2 cards, so you're fine with that. But yeah, really interesting design choice here for red and blue. Because you're not drawing any cards. I guess the only identifying thing is minus power and then the rush. But yeah, you give something minus 2k too, so you debuff stuff. Yeah, it's weird because if you want to give something on play, the combo with the minus 2k, that doesn't work, right? Because you have to play the character first and then the activate main will give it rush after that. But that means the minus 2k power comes after the on play. So you can't really combo it that way. And then also the when attacking stuff, yeah, I guess that's how they're balancing it. Because a lot of the Alabasta cards from the first set they released, like Pell, Don has on when attacking, you can KO a 4k. These cards don't work with it. It's kind of weird that they printed Alabasta cards that or a Alabasta leader that's like anti-synergy with the existing Alabasta cards. But yeah, it would be really broken if you could do that, because then you could pop a 6k that way. So I'm guessing this Vivi is just going to depend on like new EB03 Alabasta cards. Okay, up next is Karina. It's a blocker. On your opponent's turn, if your leader is multicolored and you have no characters with the base power of 6,000 or more, this character gains plus 4k power. So it's a 3 cost 6k blocker. That's pretty good, but multicolored. So I guess Vivi counts. 6k blocker on your opponent's turn. It's a film card. Is that relevant to anything? Film leader. Multicolored is only this red purple Uta for now. I guess it's another target, and then you have a blocker. I don't know. I don't know if it's like specifically for red purple Uta, but yeah, there's a Karina that can be a pretty sizable blocker on your 3-down turn. And we have Nami. Okay, so new Alabasta card for the Vivi deck. I'm assuming 5 cost 7k. On play, give up to one of your active leaders minus 5,000 power during this turn. Oh, so it kind of makes your leader like unable to attack because you'll be a 0k power. Oh, but then when you activate main to rest the leader, you weren't going to attack anyway. Okay, so I get the synergy there. You draw a card. So on play, draw a card basically. Then you can give this Nami Rush. Activate main once per turn. If your leader has the Alabasta type, give it to one of your opponent's characters minus 1,000 power. Ooh, that's spicy. So you play Nami out, draw a card. You tap the leader, give Nami Rush and give minus 2k to something, and then Nami gives an additional minus 1k. So you debuff something for minus 3k. That's pretty significant. And then you swing 7k into it. That's pretty good. Not as good into control decks, right? Because they won't have a character usually for you to attack into. But against other combat reliant decks like Zoro, I could see this being really good. Yeah, I like this actually. It's just a rare too, not an SR. So there's even better cards for Vivi in the set. Up next is Hibari. I hope it's Koby support. So 3 cost 5k on play or when attacking. Okay, so when attacking means that you can't get rush to this Hibari in the Vivi deck. Up to one of your sword type leader or characters can also attack active characters during this turn. Activate main once per turn, give it to one of your opponent's characters minus 1,000 power. Ooh, so you can't give it rush in the Vivi deck, but you can still use it to give minus 1k power, right? This with the Nami plus your leader is like minus 5k. That's a lot. Minus 4k if I knew how to add. But is this good in a Koby deck? I think so, right? Because now you have like how many effects that let you attack active on your 4-dawn turn. Where's Borsa? Is it navy, not sword? Probably. So red and black. So on the black side of things, there was like a Kuzan, right? This 4-cost Kuzan, when he attacks, lets you attack active characters. And then there's Borsalino. But also 3-dawn, if you rest the Borsalino, it can let you attack active. This might be, the Hibari might be the best of the 3. Because Borsalino, you have to rest him, so he becomes a 3k rested character that can be killed really easily. The Kuzan, you have to wait another turn to be able to attack with them, to attack active. Meanwhile, the Hibari here is on play and when attacking, so you can keep using it the turn after. And yeah, 3 cost 5k, vanilla stat line is really good. And then also debuffs. Yeah, this is much better than any of the other 2 options. You might even run all 3, so you have 12 effects that you can do on your 4-dawn turn, or you can prepare on your 4-dawn turn to attack active. And this really like combos into your like Helmeppo plays, right? Because sometimes you'll play the Helmeppo and you won't really have anything nice to attack into, so you're forced to play the Koby, the 9-cost Koby, or 8-cost. What cost is he? The 8-cost Koby. Use his effect to attack the active. But I guess with the Hibari, you can make your Helmeppo also able to attack active. Yeah, I actually quite like this a lot. Could this make Koby meta? Potentially, because even the minus 1k, right? The thing you're attacking active, you're debuffing it too. And then with the other Hibari, that's total minus 3k, right? You can combo these 2 together. Let this one attack active. This can let something else attack active as well when it attacks. Hey, Koby buff, like it. Then we have an event, but if we ever see each other again, will you call me your shipmate? If your leader is Vivi, okay, so it is a plus 4k counter for 1 dawn if you're a Vivi leader. And then on trigger, minus 2,000 power for the whole turn. Yeah, I think these 1 dawn 4k counters are always run in the specific decks that meet the requirements to run them. So I would imagine you run 3 or 4 of this card in your deck. Up next is Kami. So 2 dawn 0k power. 1k counter. Activate main, you can rest this character. Give it to one of your rested dawn cards to your Fishman or Merfolk type leader or character cards. Then rest it to one of your opponent's characters with the cost of 2 or less. Okay, so it's a Dawn Shuffler for Fishman or Merfolk type leaders. Let's see what kind of leaders there are. Okay, so Shirahoshi doesn't use Dawn attached. Jinbei neither. Or Hody. Arlong does. Is this an Arlong card? So it gives you 1 extra Dawn to use. It didn't have trigger, right? Yeah. Is there a character this combos with? Okay, so this is any Fishman or Merfolk with the word Dawn in its card text. This blue Arlong is the only one that seems to have something. This Jinbei? Well, and you'd want to run it in a green or yellow deck, right? No, no. So I guess it's just for the Arlong leader? Okay, we don't know what this is for just yet. They're cooking something here. Okay, up next is Hiyori. So 1 cost 0k power on play. If your leader is Kozuki Oden, draw 1 card. Activate main, you can trash this character, give it to 1 rested Dawn to one of your leaders with the Land of Wano type. Okay, so this is a red green Oden buff, right? So for 1 Dawn, in an Oden deck, you draw a card for 1. It already pays for itself, or replaces itself. Yeah, you're paying 1. And then you can trash the Hiyori to give a Dawn to your leader, which this Oden uses for his leader ability. And this combos with You Can Be My Samurai, actually. This is really good, right? So you play the Hiyori for 1, you potentially have a second Hiyori for another 1, you play Samurai for 1, so you would have drawn 4 cards total, and you could give like 2 Dawn to your leader. Yeah, it's one of the best cards to combo with You Can Be My Samurai, because this is a very like value generating card for the deck that like Oden kind of utilizes. But yeah, you just rest this because it's gonna kill itself anyway when you activate main. Really efficient card, I like it. No counter though, but I think it's cheap enough that you just cycle it out if you really need to replace it in your hand. Okay, we have Kaya 2k counter, East Blue 2k counter on play. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck and place them back on the top or bottom of your deck in any order. So it's a top 5 rearranger. I don't know if Doflamingo needs it, but I think effects like this, since it's a 2k, they're always great to run in any blue deck. They run so many cards that bounce it back to hand. So like you play Kaya out to set up your next few turns, you play Jozu to bounce it back to your hand, or even this 7 cost Oden from starter deck 22, or even like Slave Arrow. You can bounce something back to your hand. And then I think this might even be like a good Zoro and Sanji card potentially, right? If you bounce it back to your hand, you can untap another character. I don't know how much this deck depends on rearranging top 5. I don't know if it matters too much for this deck, but it's an option, right? Can't hurt, right? To get that card that you really need on your next turn. Then we have You, 2 costs 0k power 1k counter. On play, trash a card from your hand. Activate main, you can trash this character. If you have 4 or less cards in your hand, draw 2 cards. Oh, is this a Nami card? So it's East Blue. And then, so this Nami got banned, but this Nami is legal. This Nami is basically this Nami, but can only run East Blue type cards. So I'm guessing they're printing support for this Nami so that it's not a completely dead deck. They'd never done that for the Red Purple Law or the Sakazuki. But yeah, some targeted love for the new promo Nami in this U. I don't even remember who this is. Okay, up next we have Flampe, 1 cost 2k power. I believe this is a purple card. So your turn on play, up to one of your Charlotte Katakuri cards gains plus 2000 power during this turn. So that's like the blocker or the leader. Oh, the leader. 1 Dawn to make it a 2k. I don't know if that is worth. Do you ever want to do that? This seems like a meh kind of card. Okay, up next is Brule. On your opponent's turn, once returned, if your leader has a big 1 power its type, when a Dawn card on your field is returned to your Dawn deck, you can ramp a rested Dawn. Ooh, okay, this is really good. This is 4 purple Katakuri, this leader that we just saw, because you have to Dawn -1 to set up your leader ability. That Brule gives it to you back. And that also means that like comboed with the Pudding from OPO8. So on your 3 Dawn turn, you play Pudding, leader ability is free. On your 5 Dawn turn, you play the Brule. Here, you actually get extra Dawn back with both of these out, right? You Dawn -1, but you get 2 rested Dawn back. The problem with the Pudding in this deck was that it was kind of a useless body on board, 3 costs 4k, but Brule is a 5 cost 6k, that's pretty significant. It can attack, also has counter too. Now how would this curve? So on 5, you leader ability that makes you go to 6. Next turn you go to 8, and that's when you can play the this Pudding, the Dawn -2, and that would give you 2 of your Dawn back, and then you play like an 8 cost Katakuri out with this and draw 2 cards. That seems really good actually. And you would still have a Dawn up, right? So with the Dawn up, I guess you could play like the 4k counter event or 5k counter event, or you just use your leader ability, attack with the leader for 7. Yeah, I don't know what to do with that extra Dawn yet, but it does help you get to 8 on your turn after. I guess you just play the 8 cost Katakuri if you don't have the Pudding. Right, it's good for that. Would this replace Perospero though? Perospero gives it to you active though. I guess you have like 4 extra effects. Okay, up next is Kujyaku, 4 cost 6k power. On an opponent's turn, all of your characters with the sword type and a cost of 6 or less gains plus 2000 power. Now on play, you can trash a Navy type card from your hand and draw 2 cards. Yay, man, they're printing so much Koby support. Yeah, I'm glad Koby is one of my favorite leaders. I just haven't been playing him on my channel too much, but yeah, he's getting rewarded, right? It's like, what, 2 to 3 sets of like micro buffs. So Kujyaku is interesting in that it makes your characters harder to attack into. The fact that we get pseudo rush means that our characters are more than often rested. So your opponent can try to starve you out. If you make all your characters 2k power like stronger, they'd have to commit more Dawn to even try to starve you. So they might just ignore your characters at this point, which is good for you. That means you have more characters to control their board in the next turn. So Kujyaku I think is really amazing actually. Right, cost of 6 or less. So this even buffs your Helmeppo, right? How much is Helmeppo? Melpo is 6, so it makes him a 9k when he's rested. And then you can also cycle a card essentially, right? You play Kujyaku out, trash another Navy card, and draw 2 cards. This can set up your Hamapo plays as well. I really like this. Whoa. So Kujyaku and Hibari have been 2 really nice additions to Koby. Yeah, the women in the Koby deck really run the deck, it seems like. Okay, we have a Black Maria card. 3 cost 4k power, 1k counter. If your leader is multicolored, this character gains blocker. Okay, so it's a king card. Purple black. On play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal a no Onigashima island and add to your hand. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Then play the Onigashima from your hand. It doesn't have to be the one that you search. If you already have one in your hand, you could get a blocker out and the stage. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but I think the last king video I made, not this king, purple black king, I was playing him for a bit. It's also one of my favorite off-meta decks. I was saying that I really wish he had a carrot effect that lets you play out the stage and search it. This one here. Right. This one searches top 7 for the stage card, but the Black Maria searches top 5, top 5. But it's also a blocker too. So I take the utility, and at least we're getting something at the end of the day too. So that king getting essentially 4 more ways to find the stage on your 3-Dawn turn means that you'll consistently get it, right? You have the Queen Searcher. If you're going first or second, replay that on your first turn, and then hopefully if you find it, you just have the stage. But if you don't find it, you have Black Maria to bail you out. And then you ramp, and then you control the board. That's how I played the king deck, at least. This might reinvigorate me to start playing king again. Yeah, definitely will. Expect to see king videos once EB03 drops for us. I really like this. Dang, EB03 has been... Well, kind of all the EB sets give micro buffs to like past decks that really hype up my like brewing, I guess. I like my desire to brew. Some of the past leaders I really liked. Up next is Yamato. So on play, give up to 3 Rested Dawn cards to one of your leaders with the land of 1/0 type. On KO, trash up to 1 card from the top of your opponent's life cards. This is a yellow card, 5 cost 6k. It has counter too. Since it's yellow, it's not for red green Oden, but this is pretty obviously a green yellow Yamato card. This Yamato leader, it gives you 3 Dawn, so it lets you attack for 8k with double attack. And then on KO, your opponent trashes a life. So it fits into this Yamato's playstyle, just making your opponent take life. Sometimes you're banishing them with your Izo, and then this Yamato, if Yamato dies, makes them just lose the life too. Yeah, trashing is really good. Right, it's essentially banishing it. They don't get to trigger it or anything. Why 3 Dawn in particular though? Because that's kind of Zoro's thing. Why does this Yamato need 3 Dawn? Specifically 3. I guess so you can utilize Yukimaru. Yukimaru is a land of 1/0 type card, actually. Is there any other? Let's see, yellow and green. No. Yukimaru is the only card here that looks like it involves 3 Dawn. How about these yellow ones? Nope. So Yamato particularly synergizes with this Yukimaru. I'm guessing they're going to print some more stuff. Yeah, I can't buy anything. But hey, it's pretty good still. Pretty nice, right? On your 5 Dawn turn, just buffing something. And then if your 8k swing makes your opponent take 2 life, then you can give 2 Rested Dawn to the 3-drop you played the turn prior. So that's pretty aggressive. I like it. Okay, and I believe that is all the EB03 cards so far as of September 13th. I guess I'll wait for like another wave of them before doing another video, just so that I'm not doing a video just on one card. Unless you guys want to see that. I don't know how much I can talk about one card in a video, but yeah, let me know what you guys think of these cards so far. I hope they haven't spoiled any new ones since me recording this and editing it and uploading it and then going to sleep. But that seems to happen a lot. But yeah, I guess, what do you guys think of EB03 so far? I like it. I kind of like all EB sets. All EB sets have been like some of the most excited I've been, just because it like buffs old decks, right? It's kind of like a balance patch. That's how I kind of think of the EB sets. But yeah, I guess let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.
Card D Kaizoku.